what would your husband's income be?
Like 200,000 plus.
About 160,000.
Maybe 100,000. So you'd have to be like a millionaire.
A million? Okay.
And I'm glad that she did this with a multiracial panel, so it won't seem like it's just black women that think like this, because for some odd reason in these spaces, we only believe that these conversations are only relegated to the black community. No, that's only because you only care about the black community. Everybody is having these same conversations, to include white people. Women want to work. It's not the fact that men are sitting here telling women that they have to work, because men could provide a stable household, like I said, with those livable wages and livable expenses. He can provide that. But again, the additional stuff, the vacations, the investing, things of that nature, the vanity, the glamorous lifestyle, so to speak. That's what I noticed on YouTube. There's a lot of women that are looking for a specific lifestyle that they have in their head that they may have gotten off of social media. If my husband can't provide this or afford this, then there's a problem. I actually have a video on that was very eye-opening. I'm going to share with you guys here in a second. Here we go.
Mind the way that you just painted your life, what would your husband's income be?
Like 200,000 plus. 200, 250.
Probably like 100K and up.
If 70 plus.
Okay.
I guess maybe like 80K.
Okay.
About 160,000.
Maybe 100,000. So you'd have to be like a millionaire.
A million? Okay. So you wanted a 32-year-old who's making 200K.
Sure.
What do you think the median income is for the age that you specified?
Like 70 maybe? 65, 70? Is it lower?
48,000.
Like 70K, maybe.
It's actually $49,000.
Wow.
Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
And
Trying to
you
be
were the most
realistic.
realistic one so far. For a 26-year-old, what do you think the median income is?
I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 60,000.
It is $38,000.
Oh, wow.
All right, so let me stop it right here real quick. But I just wanted to share some of this stuff to see where a lot of these women, they get their expectations from, because they don't know the actual numbers. So I think if there was enough information where these women could understand the truth, then they would maybe, and I know this is like a curse word to women, you can adjust your expectations. And I'm glad that she did this with a multiracial panel, so it won't seem like it's just black women that think like this, because for some odd reason in these spaces, we only believe that these conversations are only relegated to the black community. No, that's only because you only care about the black community. Everybody is having these same conversations, to include white people. Majority of white people are having these conversations. I actually started listening to these conversations because of white people. Rollo Tomasi and Rich Cooper, entrepreneurs with cars. Or in cars. You only care about the black community, so you assume that the black community is the only ones that's having these relationship discussions. But I advise you to branch out. Go watch, The Better Bachelor. The Joker over there, he does an amazing job breaking down this stuff. So he has the same issues. White people have the same issues as black people, just not us. So let's continue.
33-year-old.
Mm-hmm. I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not exactly sure.
It
But-
is a whopping $49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere else.
I don't even know. Maybe 50
Okay.
or 60K?
For a 30-year-old, the median income is 45.
Okay.
So you were close at 50.
I want to say like 60K.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that shock you?
They're
Yes,
so
it does.
shocked.
So I'm just going to put what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean,
It's
I've met a few. I have met a few.
Okay, we'll
It's
talk
possible.
about that in a minute. So it's a fraction of a percent. The top 1% of men are making 240 at 29.
Okay.
So you're about 800,000 above that.
That's why I'm single.
I'll give you this to kind of
wow.
put it into perspective. So think about the smartest person from your high school, like valedictorian. They're 5 times more likely to get into Harvard than you would be to find this 1% man.
Wow.
Because there's a 5% acceptance rate at Harvard. And yours
Okay.
is less than 1%. So it's actually probably more than 5 times.
So I'm gonna be single forever.
She says she's just gonna be single forever if she can't get that type of guy. But I thought that video was very telling, especially when we were talking about the $100,000 and all that stuff. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of either misinformation or they're just ignorant to what the hell is actually going on in society. It's getting tight out here. So it just, if you have the knowledge and you understand how money works and how much people make, then you wouldn't be asking for these outlandish things. You know, ask for a guy to be 24 years old, making $200,000 a year. It's a small percentage of guys that's doing that. Granted, I know women like to do this. They like to go to the minority. There are some men out there, but it's very rare.